Hello and welcome back to Mindspans. I'm Craig and thank you for taking some time with me today. We are continuing our discussion about freeing your mind. Last time we talked about flying and our visualizations and gravity and anti-gravity. And today I want to talk about something that it just dawned on me. It's another one of these things that I was like, everyone says you can't be in two places at once, and of course that's, I guess, true, maybe. But certainly we feel that way in the physical realm, but is there a way to accomplish that in your visualizations, or what would that look like? And so I tried to come up with an experiment that could help accomplish at least moving in that direction. And it was really an awesome experience that I want to share with you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. But first, let's take our deep, big stretch up all the way to the sky. Breathe in through your nose. Let a smile wash across your face. And then breathe out. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and we're good to go. So, two places at once. So I was like, what would that look like? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so let's say I was on one side of the table looking at something, and then I was on the other side of the table looking at the same thing. And is there a way I could do that so that there'd be some combined image that would make sense? And so I thought about that for a while, and thinking like, So I thought like colors, so if I was looking at something that was yellow on one side and something that was blue on the other side, sort of the combined image might be like green, right? Like all the beautiful greenery around me in this great park off Fifth Avenue. And butterflies, you can't see them, but they're all over the place, they're great. So I said, all right, let me give that a try. So in my mind, I set up this place, and I do a whole guided meditation on this called Perspective, Part 1. So definitely check that out, and I think you'll find it really cool. And so in this one, I just sit on one side of the table, and then I imagine like a box with yellow that I'm looking at, and I really try to ground myself. So I sit there, I breathe, and I relax my body, my mind, and I really focus on that yellow piece. And then I get up in my mind and move around the table and sit on the other side and look at the blue side of the box, and also everything around it and the way the light is and shadows. And so I really try to understand the whole landscape of that perspective. And then I go back and do it again, back and forth. And the concept was, if I could do this eventually, I could do this in a sense where the pixelization would end. Meaning, I could go back and forth so fast that it looked like one thing and it would be green. So this is the concept. The point of all this is like, it's just fun, and it's really interesting, and it actually guided me in a whole different direction that was really productive. So, which I'll tell you about in a second. So what I found is then I got tired of like getting up, and then little by little I was just moving my mind back and forth, and I found that was actually really easy. Like I could switch perspectives, boom, 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 faster and faster and faster. And I never honestly really got to the point where I could be in one space. Maybe someday I will. Maybe my brain will evolve to allow me to do that. But I wasn't able to do that. But what I was able to do is switch my perspective really fast. And I was like, that's sort of interesting. And I started expanding that experiment just from that perspective. So instead of 2 slots, I changed the object to like a fruit or something, anything, and just made more and more spaces around this table, made it a round table. So I would go around and around and around. And little by little, I go around and around and around and really understand each position. And what you realize, and this is actually pretty easy, like you'll get this pretty quick, is that you can move your perspective and your consciousness at will, anywhere, anytime. And what I started doing is when I was in a meeting, obviously practicing active listening and really focusing on people. But when there's a whole group of people in a room, or if you're thinking about doing public speaking or whatnot, and being able to shift your perspective to different places, to understand how people are interacting differently, it's really helpful. It elevates your understanding of what's going on around the room. It elevates your understanding of how different people are interacting in that space. And there's some things that are really fun, actually, once you get good at it. And I'm going to do that in my next video, because it's a whole nother practice, but it stems from this. So go practice that. Just try that back and forth thing. Maybe you'll be able to do it. And if you can, that would be great. And tell me about it, because you're obviously more evolved in your mind than I am. But I think what you'll find is once you decouple yourself from a particular spot, that you can actually move your consciousness very, very quickly into a lot of different places. And we'll continue to explore that. So check it out. Let me know how it goes in the comments. And I wish everyone a really, really amazing day. Please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and like the video if you like it. And thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time. And be patient with yourself, and be patient with everybody around you as we go through what are some very challenging and certainly dynamic, crazy times. Okay? Thank you.